Hey platform! Another year, another month of amazing books, which as usual, you can win the full bundle, so stay tuned until the end to find out how. I'm kicking things off today with a new book by Emily Barr. If you remember The One Memory of Flora Banks, which came out last year, you might be very excited to know that there's a brand new book by Emily Barr, and it is called The Truth and Lies of Ella Black. Emily is an amazing thriller writer, and that is what she has in store for us again with The Truth and Lies of Ella Black. One day, Ella's parents whisk her off to Rio de Janeiro without basically giving her any information, and Ella finds out that her whole life has basically been a lie. The author actually has done a ton of traveling, so it's really exciting to read a book by her set in this location, and this book definitely has a dark side to it as well. And if you are excited to hear more, we recently filmed a video with Emily Barr where she tells us 2 truths and 1 lie, and we have to figure out what the lie is, so keep an eye out for that. We'll also be giving away some signed copies in that video. Next up, there is a new book in the DC Icon series. If you read Wonder Woman Warbringer last year and loved it, I've got some good news. Batman Nightwalker by Marie Lu. You might remember Marie Lu as the author of the Amazing Legends series and of Warcross, and this time she's taking on Batman. This is set in Gotham when Bruce Wayne is 18, and somehow he's ended up doing community service. Because of this community service, he gets in touch with quite a few criminals, and this is when he also meets the mysterious Madeline, who is part of the gang, the Nightwalkers. It's pacey, it's witty, and you're gonna race straight through this one. And more info about another book in the DC Icon series is coming to you soon. Then for something totally different, but a really great one to start the year off with, is My Friend Fear. Obviously, a lot of people are affected by fear on a daily basis, and if that's something that applies to you or maybe to a friend, then this is a really lovely book to read. So the concept of this book is that instead of shying away from fear and pushing in a corner, you sort of listen to it and let it lead you into the unknown. But it is done in a really friendly way, so let me show you a little bit of the inside. It is filled with gorgeous watercolor paintings. I think this might be a good example page. It says, "Take one by the hand. Find things that scare you. Let them scare you. Do them anyway." And some of the examples, there's all these like gemstones here, and it says, "Talking to strangers, being alone, making art no one likes, letting someone see my heart." This is pretty relatable, and it's almost kind of a bit like meditation, so if that is something you're interested in, definitely check this out. Then we have another amazing young adult book by an author who also had a book out last year. It is Martin Stewart. His previous book was called Riverkeep, and his new book is The Sacrifice Box. I'm gonna say this is a pretty good month for YA thrillers. It's about 5 friends who discover an ancient stone box, and they all decide to make a sacrifice, put it in there, and then the rules are as follows. Never come to the box alone, never open it after dark, and never take back your sacrifice. And of course, 4 years later, strange things start to happen. And if you want to know more, read The Sacrifice Box. It's really great if you love the 80s, if you love Stranger Things, then this one is definitely for you. And then finally, we have a book that I think might win Shiniest Book of the Year award, even though we're only in January, but da-da-da, here it is. It's showing up like super holographic on camera as well. This is War, or Wizards and Robots by will.i.am and Brian David Johnson. One of my favorite discoveries of the book so far is that all the acknowledgements in the back are written in binary. This is the story of 15-year-old Ada. She is a massive tech geek. She has a pet robot, and her mom is a scientist who works with AI, artificial intelligence. And then one day they are told they are in huge danger. There are these ancient wizards that do not want technology to advance and robots to be built. This book is filled with time travel, technology, and wild adventures. So the story of how this book came together is that will.i.am and Brian were both futurists at Intel. So they were both talking and thinking about artificial intelligence, and while they were doing that, they came up with this story, and in this story they explore the future of artificial intelligence. And a book is such a great way to make all these theories play out and see what would happen. If you like films like I, Robot, Terminator, or Avatar, then this is a great read for you. So if you'd like to win a bundle with all of our January books to give yourself a thrill and then also calm down a little bit with My Friend Fear, all you need to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel, then head over to Twitter at Penguin Platform, where we will have tweeted about this video. I'll put a link to the tweet in the description, and you just retweet that tweet. Don't forget that we also have a brand new newsletter where we're sharing exclusive exclusive giveaways, preview chapters, and lots of exciting news. So if you're interested in that, you can sign up through the link in the description. I'd love to hear which of the books in this video you are most looking forward to yourself, and as always, happy reading, and we'll see you next week. Bye!